Oh my God. Hi, Gemini. This is your channel messages for the 19th of July. Gemini, let's see what's in your messages for today. Let's see what we have for you. Gemini, the twins. Gemini, let's go, Gemini. First card out is we have wilderness. Okay, are you up in the mountains, Gemini? Are you camping? I'm getting something about the wilderness. Or have you been exiled? Are you exiled, Gemini? I'm getting you in the wilderness, or something about you feel alone, you feel abandoned, you feel like nobody understands your point of view. I'm getting you feel left behind. We also have remembrance. Yeah. Where are you a soldier left at war, Gemini? Remembrance. I feel like people is having a memorial day on your death and you never died. You were abandoned, Gemini. Come getting in the wilderness, you're stuck somewhere and people say, oh, Gemini died. I'm getting you never died, like them the fuckers left you there. We also have divine lovers. All right, so we have the hunter and we also have the rebirth. Okay, so Gemini, this could be something about love, the reunion. We have wilderness, remembrance, divine lovers, hunter, and rebirth. I'm getting you felt isolated. You felt like you were cursed. You felt like nobody could love you, or you feel like your purpose in this life was to not be in love, even though you saw other. I feel like, Gemini, you thought that anything you did in life, that people is like society tell you for do, like have a kid, it wasn't out of love. You were doing it because you were told you're supposed to do it. I'm guessing you might look on other couples and be like, wow, them in love. I'm probably in love before they had a baby. If me have a baby, I just want a baby. I just can't see myself being in love. I'm getting you felt like you were cursed to be isolated, to always be alone, Gemini. But me getting this passion. I'm getting there's a burning rage inside of you to be a protector, not a provider. A provider could be where the hunter. Usually providers hunt. Yeah, me getting something about you found what you were looking for. Me getting while you were in the wilderness, you said to yourself, what would make me good today? Would it be food or would it be a companion? Like you're seeing yourself, you know what would be great right now with me in the wilderness, me being alone, me being isolated, I would love a companion. I'm getting the universe heard you. I'm getting divine lovers, the lovers card. So I'm getting a meeting, somebody you're going to fall in love with, the hunter. I'm getting someone's hunting you or you're hunting someone, and then we'll have the rebirth. I'm getting after you meet this divine partner, you're going to have a total different outlook on life, Gemini. Maybe you never believe in a love. Maybe you were always the one to talk about, maybe you were always the one to talk about red pill shit. I'm getting know that you search, know that you have a divine counterpart. I'm getting you saying, wow, I should have tried this shit earlier. My life would have been so much easier. Yes, that's what we keep telling men. You keep trying to ask what women bring to the table, sir. You see, if you did have a nice woman who love you, you wouldn't even have to eat at the table. You could have eat on the bed, brody. Usually your life easier when you have a woman in it. Now, of course, that is to say that women have more responsibilities being with a man than they have being alone. But I'm assuming if you actually like the man who you're there with and he might take care of you, you wouldn't feel like a responsibility, you know? Like parenting doesn't feel like a job, even though it's a job. It's your kid and you love them. So you just say you love them. You don't feel like it's a job. It's only a job. It's only stressful when you have a baby when you never wanted it. If you actually want the baby and you actually love the baby, it wouldn't feel stressful to you. It would feel like just taking care of something. You want to feel like your life is on pause. The reason why you feel like your life is on pause and you're stressful after having this baby is because you never wanted it. Let's continue and go ahead into the reading. So Gemini, I'm getting a love of your life. A divine counterpart is changing the way how you think or see things, Gemini. I'm getting like a rebirth. Something is happening inside of you because of its divine counterpart. Well, we have Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini. It also rules Virgo. I'm getting you're talking to a Virgo, or I'm getting for a long time you were alone. You're isolated. Maybe you never find a divine counterpart you could share your free thoughts with. Maybe every time you talk to somebody, it's like you get criticized for what you think, and you feel like you're the only person who think this. You're getting a divine lover, a divine counterpart who understands exactly your mental capacity. You don't have to filter yourself. You don't have to be scared of saying something. This person understand. The communication between you and somebody is perfect, Gemini. We also have Microsoft. Now that is coming under remembrance. I'm getting something about a document, something about a filing system. It could be a computer program. It could be text messages. When I say Microsoft, I kind of think about a white screen with black writing. It could be text messages. Maybe you're rereading text messages. Maybe you're looking on your phone and you don't have anybody texting you. Gemini, I'm getting you feel alone until you meet this woman. Yeah. I'm getting you feel alone until you meet this woman. I'm getting you have sex with her or when you meet her. It's like you say, you in the wilderness, me in the wilderness too. But I'm getting you saying, even though both are in the wilderness, when both of us come together, why does it feel so much like a party? I thought when two people who are exiled come together, they would live their life in exile as a couple. I'm getting no. I'm getting you meet this woman, Gemini, you have divine lovers. Illuminati clarifying it. Yeah, I'm getting you meet her, she'll bring her back to life. The hunter is Jupiter. Jupiter is your husband, according to astrology. Yeah, the husband, Gemini. I'm getting you meet your wife. I'm getting the divine lover. This woman gets sent in, or you just meet her on a whim. Maybe somebody scare you. But me getting you saying, I don't remember feeling this alive. Don't remember. Am I dreaming? I never understood that when people say pinch me, I'm dreaming. If I pinch myself in my dream, it hurts, right? Anything I do in my dream, it hurts. The only thing that I do in my dream that don't hurt is if I die. You ever dead in your dream? You know how much time I dead in my dream? Die, bitch, die, dead. Though I miss you, I'll find a way to get through. What should I ask what that mean? Bitch, bitch from me is a kid. From me is a child. The most occurring dream I kept having was me in this car on a cliff. And the car keep a drive off the fucking cliff. And from me as a little girl, I have that reoccurring dream. Say me na one car, me na one van, me na one bus, me na one car full of people. And the car go up a one cliff. It a drive high in high altitude. And me I look down and me I see the hole down there and it's a cliff. And for some reason the fucking car always the fucking driver for the fucking bus since I was fucking 10 years old. This fucking driver keep on driving the blood clot bus off the cliff. And then we're dead. We drop out like 100,000 feet and die. I should look. Are you do you have dreams of you dying? Be tired. Common symbol for major life transition, personal transformation, and letting go of old habits, beliefs, and fears of life. Dying in a dream does not predict death. It says it predicts transition in life. Maybe you're transitioning to something. Maybe, I don't know if you had dreams say you're dead, Gemini. Did you meet this girl? Your dream says she kill you in a dream. She'll bring you over to the afterlife. You're getting to meet a girl. You're getting you were isolated with dreams of seeing black. You're getting to meet this girl. You have sex with her. Are you having dreams that she'll kill you? You have dreams that you're not dead. She'll bring you over to the other side of life. Gemini. That's what's happening. Because we have rebirth here. She'll bring you back to life, literally. Meeting you'll be reborn. After you meet this woman. We have demons, yeah. She'll bring you back to life. Cause me getting you have a pulse, Gemini, but me getting you walk around like in the wilderness. Like you just a walk around, you're not talk to nobody, you're not communicate, you're not build nothing. Like when you're in the wilderness, you only go for logs to make fire to keep yourself warm. You only hunt food to eat, but that's the only thing you're doing. Me getting when it comes on to like love or building a connection or building memories, you're not focused on that. Me getting I meet a girl that have sex with her, and me getting everything will change. Maybe you think she's demonic, but me getting Illuminati. Illuminati was paired with divine lovers. Me getting she bringing you from the dead. You come back to life. Jupiter, yeah, maybe she think you're her husband. So me getting she's showing you things that she would have only show men who she would have probably considered marrying. Let's go, Gemini. Wilderness. We have the Emperor. Is that you, Gemini? You're the Emperor. I'm getting all your life is just work. And you said me dead alone. You know, you work, you go back to your nice bachelorette pad, and you watch TV and you hang out as the Emperor. You know, you might be an emperor to employees, but when you go home, who are you? You're isolated. You're no one's husband when you go home. You go home to a norm. You go home being the same person your employees are. Them have to go home and wash, cook, and clean. That's what you go home to. Now, when you're on your job, you're the emperor. You are the guy who everybody like, oh my God, Gemini, I want to be like you. But when you go home, do you feel as important when you go home? Or do you only feel important when you have employees to tell what to do? Come getting into the wilderness, you're alone, where your wife there, where your companion. Divine lovers, there's going to be a woman showing up. We also have, remembrance. We also have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is theft. Was your innocence stolen, Gemini? Maybe that's why you never got close to a woman. Maybe you had some type of sexual exploitation that happened to you when you were younger. It could, maybe you were a young guy and an older woman fuck you and take your virginity. And maybe even though when you're a guy and you're horny, you think it's cool, but after your foreskin start bleed, you said, Jesus Christ, this is not what I want though. That's not the woman. You give your virginity to a whore, basically. Not a prostitute, they're a whore. You give it to a random woman who would have fucked down the nation. And she saw you and you were a virgin and she fuck you out of your virginity. Maybe that's what did fuck up your innocence. Maybe that's why you never, maybe your mom's friends used to hit on you. Maybe you're a very attractive guy and your mom friend them would like you. They might try to seduce you with them breasts and all type of things. And maybe you're young and of course you'll get horny because you go through puberty. But maybe it's not something you consent to. Come getting a saying is better just stay alone, stay away from women, stay away from all these things, work, make my money and come home. Me getting into the wilderness. But me getting something about you. Was your innocence, maybe your innocence was taken from you, which is why you dedicate your life to not finding importance with having a baby or having a girlfriend because of whatever happened to you that was traumatizing. But so this could be, for example, Gemini, when you're younger, you get molested. I'm getting when you grow up having sex is weird for you. I'm getting you find a girl where you have sex with, I'm getting you're not ashamed of having sex with, like you don't feel shame. Me getting because of what used to happen to you when you're younger, you feel shame every time you have sex, even though you don't tell nobody. Me getting when you have sex with this woman, you don't feel ashamed. And it could be anything. Maybe you have a certain sex style in the bedroom. Maybe when you have sex with other girls, them say you're too aggressive, or them say you're too soft, or them say Gemini you got too long, or them say Gemini you got too short. I don't know. Maybe you figure out the reason. Maybe you say, you know why I stay celibate is because every time I find a girl to have sex with, and every time I want sex from her, it's like she said I turn into like this monster. So it's like you say you can't find nobody for match your freak, so you stay celibate. Because every time I try with a new girl, the same issues always come up and it's about sex. But me getting it have to do with something what happened to you when you were a child. Me getting you meet this woman. So maybe it's the way how you have sex or the shame where you have of having sex. Me getting you have sex with her and you don't feel shame. Maybe you're not shame of your naked body no more. Me getting something like that. Hunter is clarified by the 8 of Cups. And we also have the Fool card. Yeah, me getting a free Gemini. Me getting something about you felt restricted in your me getting 6 of Wands. Me getting something about your innocence was stolen from you. Okay? And you might think that you had a say in your innocence. No. If you lose your virginity under 18, bitch, it was taken from you. It's one thing if you're 15 years old and you fuck another 15-year-old girl. At least you can say you guys were experimenting. Once that woman above 18 and you're below 18, Gemini, did you lie about your age? Maybe you lie about your age. Forget pussy because you thought it was cool. And when you get the pussy, I said, no, but I never this more. I never know. I just do it because I want boy. When me getting that had a significant role for play with you growing up. Me getting you just to avoid woman. Or if you had sex with them, you know you wasn't supposed to take them seriously. It's something that you could have been molested by a man in your life, which is why you avoided women. Maybe you think you're gay. You're not gay. A guy did molest you when you're younger. Even if a guy molested you when you were a teen, you could have been 15 years old being molested. That doesn't mean you're gay. Okay, that's just molestation. Molestation, that's like me saying a girl forced me for fuck her and me gay. That's like me telling you my auntie forced me for suck her pussy when I was a kid, and somebody going and say, no, so she fuck girls. Yeah, she gay. Because of molestation, brody. Rich, what? So you're telling me you went around and you tell people some like butch girls because of molestation when it happened to me by a girl? So that's like a guy, that's like somebody said, that's like a guy saying him is a batty man. Why? Because you know him, you say molested. Bitch, that have nothing to do with being gay. I can see you being gay because of these traumatic things, but if you know for a fact that you like girl, and when you were a kid or teenager, something happened to you by the same sex, that don't mean if maybe you say, I'm not gonna with a girl who accept me. Maybe you're a guy and you say, if me ever tell this girl, so me used to get molested or me used to get anally raped or this guy used to make me suck him dick, should have never been with me. That's molestation, Gemini. I don't think a girl should use that against you. If you was willingly fucking a man, that's different. That's like me saying that. That's like me saying, yeah, when I was younger, my family member who's a girl, she used to molest me. Yeah. And she used to make me, take off my clothes and suck her breast and suck her pussy. And then you tell people, say, fuck girls. Bitch, what? Yeah, Gemini, I don't know what's happening, Gemini, but I'm getting a meeting this woman. I'm getting the woman attack with all of your sexual fears. If you're a guy and you lost your virginity at an older age, maybe that's why. Maybe because you were into some type of molestation with a guy in your family. It could have been an older man. It could be something about me getting like an older man. Him have a beard. Maybe him used to always make a son in him lap. I used to feel him dick getting hard as a kid, and you don't know how to get up. I see one video with this little girl, and she on her grandfather lap, and he put her down on the floor, and she said, she said, Grandpa has a penis. But why she said that? Did she feel him penis getting hard? Why she said that? I see one video and everybody I laugh, but I saying in my head, no, that sounds weird to me. One little girl, little girl, the girl look like she about 2-4 years old. And her grandfather have her on him lap and him take her up for put her down. And as soon as he put her down on the floor, she said Grandpa has a penis. But why she said that? Did she feel him penis on her when she might get hard? Why she just bring up the fact that him have a penis right as him lift her up after him lap? She never point and said, Daddy have a penis, him have a penis. It's right when she has son on the guy lap. Maybe something like that. Maybe you was a guy and this older man always make his son on him lap and you used to feel him dick get hard on you and you don't know what to say. Cause me getting something what happened to you in your childhood, Gemini. Me getting you make you for just avoid women. And it maybe avoid women because if you were molested, you tell your mother or you tell your auntie and them tell you for shh. So now you fucking hate woman now. Now you have a reason for don't fucking like them. Now you have a reason for saying these dirty fucking bitches or that never invest $1 in your fuckers. Can you tell a family member, a woman, and she never did nothing. She tell her to hide the secrets. Because uncle pays for everything. We don't want to expose uncle for being a pedophile because now the family will fall apart. But Gemini, me getting something is being given back to you. Me getting I don't feel shame anymore. Me getting something about this woman. Who you wait. Or me getting what happened to you when you were younger, it make you have a weird sex style when you're older. And even though you're into girls, me getting it's kind of hard for you to find a girl where you and her is compatible sexually. Me getting a find her. I'm getting because me getting you're seeing it's like you say you feel liberated, you feel free. Maybe this is something you want to share with somebody. Like, you know, when I was younger, this happened to me. I need to eat my all my life because I don't know if I did gay or I'm supposed to be gay, or I don't know if a girl will accept me. Because you know why that girl would accept me when she can deal with a guy who never been that traumatized. Gemini, it's not your fault. If you fantasize about, because sometimes when people get traumatized sexually, it will the wires in them brain get mixed up and them start fantasize about it. Like you have people who will get raped, and because of the trauma and the wires get mixed up, every time them think about rape, them get horny. You know that you have people who suffer from that. You have people who suffer from when them like molestation. They used to get molested when them younger. So when them older, any type of simple touching, what them parents used to do to them or them uncles, what would have start the molestation and get horny. And yes, so why am I get horny? But this is not right. Why am I get horny? It's trauma. The wires in your head get crossed. That's why every time it bring you back to rape or it bring you back to molestation, you get horny. And yes, but this is not right. It's because of what happened to you. Your body and your mind never know what happened to you. That's why. Because even if a girl get raped, she still will lubricate. You know? You need to know that. Some rapists will say she wanted it. Why? Because her pussy did wet. Her pussy will lubricate if you push anything up a night. That is the chemical biology of a vagina. And they must say, well, if she never want to rape, well, why she get wet? Because the pussy have to get wet so it don't hurt the walls of the vagina when it's being penetrated. That's why. That's why girls get wet. It's for don't cause any swelling or damage to the uterus inside. So it have to produce a lubrication. Even if you get raped, you will get wet too. If your body try to protect you because him a force, him dry cock in you. And it hurt the walls of your vagina. So when I'm getting Gemini, I feel free. Like I said, wow, I never think when I meet somebody to accept me the way. I feel like it was really overreacting. I'm not going to say overreacting, but I feel like it really hindered you from making very close or sentimental relationships because of what happened to you. I'm getting your innocence was stolen, Gemini. It was stolen from you by an older man. Something about an older man. I'm getting a girl is coming in to take that away from you, okay? That's why sometimes you need girls. Sometimes them can transmute men's trauma. Sometimes the man them don't know how to transmute the trauma. Them just try to forget it. Sometimes you meet a girl, she can transmute the trauma for you. She's a girl. Girls are really good at it. That's why girls will be like, I can fix them. I can fix them. But why would you want to fix a depressed person? Because she can transmute the trauma. Girls can do that. That's why girls see more potential in men and men will see potential in women. If you're there with if a girl there with a broke man, the only way she can stay with that broke man is she say, I believe in you. A guy don't have to believe in a broke girl for there with she. Bitch, I can pay for your life. I don't need to have a hope. Men don't, like, you get me? You's a girl. I don't need to have hope in you. You know? There's no hope. I don't need to pray to God that you're going to come out to something better. Bitch, you're the girl. Me's a guy, me can pay for your life. But when you're a girl, you will pray to God that your man do better. You will say, oh, I have hope in him. I see potential. When a man there with you don't have money, it's not because of the fucking potential him say. Bitch, him can buy your potential. Him there with you for normal reasons. Girls are not with broken men for normal reasons. Them with broken men for potential. For saying that him have ambition. One day he will make it. When a man is with you and you don't have money, him don't say one day you're gonna make it. Bitch, him just say you're here now. So might as well me use you. Okay, I'm going to leave it here, Gemini. We're going to the next reading, so I'll be back.